the biggest rat, people wanna know. I saw him in the basement a long time ago. Jimmy said he saw a rat bigger than his head. It fell down from the ceiling, it ran across the bed. There's filming in Barzini's, they've got nothing to eat. Like the gangs in West Side Story, they're fighting in the street. Particles of landscape, ambulances peel. Underneath it all, hear the rodent population squeal. Rats are on the warpath, rats are on parade. Come and see them running through the apocalypse man-made. Welcome to this urban life, welcome to my city. Survival of the fittest is never very pretty. The rats came from the bottom of the Prius in the street, attacked it with their yellow teeth and ate up the back seat. Jimmy said he saw a rat bigger than his head. It fell down from the ceiling, it ran across the bed. Rats are on the warpath, rats are on parade. Come and see them running through the apocalypse man-made. Welcome to this urban life, welcome to my city. Survival of the fittest is never very pretty. A terrifying sight, feeling so much fright. Step over them in the evening, hear them running through the tunnels in the subway in the night. Rats are on the warpath, rats are on parade. Come and see them running through the apocalypse man-made. Welcome to this urban life, welcome to my city. Survival of the fittest is never very pretty. Rats are on the warpath, rats are on parade. Come and see them running through the apocalypse man-made. Welcome to this urban life, welcome to my city. Survival of the fittest is never very pretty. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Welcome to this urban life.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Everybody hear me? Stop this real quick. Mic check. Alrighty. I'm guessing everybody can hear me. Crystal with K, Danielle, Drew, Dan Houdini, Kaylin, Miss Blank, Lil Maine, Drew, what's up? Lil Me, what up, buddy? Lil Me, I heard somebody struck you the other night. Man, I tell you, there's a whole bunch of thin skin and fucking rats in this community. What's up, Josh? Mama Payday, Jay Prez, Last Day Trucking, Johnny Ringo, Harley, Hillbilly, Miss Nada says, is this off Patty's new album? Jimmy, Kay, Skull, Smart Mouth, uh, Linda, Montauk, Jennifer. Anybody I missed? What's up, everybody? Um, yeah, so I'm gonna touch briefly on some of this rat stuff going on. Um, and then I'm gonna talk about a few other people, but uh, so I'm sure everybody's probably seen the thumbnail to this. What's up, Apple Creek? Tars. I'm sure everybody's seen the thumbnail. Um, Let me pull this up real quick, just so I can. About being on a government watch list and a Trump hater. And I know this person is probably going to spin it and be like, oh, you're attacking me and blah, blah, blah. Um, no, I'm just calling you out for being a fucking rat. But let's go back to, do y'all remember back when Dagburn had this live and was begging everybody to come up, begging Patty and Wrong Way Tracy and Jasmine and Sly and all these ladies that I've supposedly attacked and Patty and wanted them all to come up. And they were over there. Jasmine was over there. Tracy was over there, all spreading a bunch of lies. We'll get to Tracy here in a little while with her lies. But so in that live, and Johnny's always saying, they're always talking about Jasmine and Johnny both, which she's team Johnny and team Gene team now. Um, but they always say, "Oh, y'all go outside of YouTube, go outside of YouTube." I mean, that's their biggest thing that they always cry about is going outside of YouTube. Well, Little Miss Jasmine, and I haven't been able to talk about this because it was an ongoing investigation. And now that the investigation is over, I'm able to talk about it. So, Little Miss Jasmine, let me pull this up real quick just for another little context. Uh, yeah, so right here in this comment it says, now if you're doing this and running around calling President Trump your boss too, shame on you. If you know, you know. So, this little rat has done called the military, and I'm only going to talk about what happened with what I know. Um, so she called our military, talked to a CID officer, which is a very nice man, by the way. And unfortunately, being the circumstances, I'm not going to be able to put anything out as far as a receipt, just because of I wouldn't do that anyway. It's our military. It's a CID division. But I had a very long conversation with him. But what she did was she called and reported Linda on a whole bunch of lies and put me in the investigation with the military. Like, number one, bitch, I'm not in the military. You can't bring me up in a CID investigation and I'm not in the military. She talks about, like, I don't do anything, I don't do this, I don't bother them, whatever. Bitch, you're in everybody's communities fucking talking shit about me all the time. You're over there in that whole Bambiverse community over there with all them people over there in that weird community talking shit, making comments. But yeah, so she called and talked shit, made lies to a CID officer. Nothing but lies, talking shit about our military. And then, when I tell y'all that she put herself on a government watch list, it's exactly what she did. You cannot talk shit about Trump. You cannot talk shit about our military, being that you're in a little bitty village of 500 people over in England, and think that you're not going to end up on a fucking watch list. And I just have to be real careful with what I say with this, because she's still, like, we'll look at her posts. I mean, she's got a post, she's got a bunch of posts up, and I really don't even care to look at them. I don't even look at her shit. Um, yeah, Linda's in here. Y'all can read her comments. Um, she wasn't able to come up due to certain circumstances, and that's fine. Um, but like, you absolutely are on a government watch list. And this is what her posts say. Like, she's been posting for several days. So this one here says, this individual seeper has no connection to me. I do not engage, follow, or interact with them in any way. Well, number one, you got multiple channels that are nothing but content of me on them. You're going in all these channels talking shit about me, and you act like that nobody sees it. She says, Nora have for a very long time. He just can't seem to let go. I'd like to remind people this is the man who, by his own admission, uses his brother's NSA access to stalk and harass, and also claims responsibility for shooting someone else in prison, blah, blah, blah. She says, yet he is attempting to defame me by falsely claiming I am on a watch list. No, I'm telling you that what you did, likely, I'm going to say likely, allegedly, you are on a watch list. You absolutely cannot do what you did. She says it's ridiculous attempts to harass or defame me are documented and constituted criminal and civil offenses. Further harassment will be added to your case. She keeps talking about these cases. She's done open 2 cases. One case is closed. One case is open. Nobody gives a fuck about you. This is the newest one today. So what I did was, I'm going to talk about this person for a second too. I know a lot of y'all probably are cool with her. Long time ago, we used to have a little bit of communication. And I'll tell you what brought that communication to an end. So I was in AD's last night at, on these screenshots right here, at whatever time this was. I think y'all can look at them. It was like 10:40 something or whatever. Well, these screenshots, they got 10:40 on them. And her, uh, she's 6 hours ahead. So at 10:40 last night, it would have been like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I know she didn't take these screenshots. But what I did was I drew out, because I knew what was going to happen. I made a couple comments in chat, and Stardust ran straight over to Jasmine with those screenshots. Is it showing nothing? Oh, I don't know why I did that. Thank you. So Stardust went straight over these. Let's see if you can see them now. She went straight and sent these things to Jasmine, which I knew it was, because she's a mole. I've told a couple other people that she's a little mole for Jasmine. But this is what's so funny about this. So this is why I called her out, and I knew, because I told her she had made some comments about somebody being crazy and whatever in ADs, and I said, well, you're crazy. And then she started going off on the handle and shit. But back when the stuff first happened with when we called Jasmine out, me and Wade, um, Stardust was in chat and she made a bunch of comments like talking trash about Jasmine. Well, then like 2 days later, she walked it back, and she walked it back in the form of, and I have all these messages. I'm not gonna put them out unless I just absolutely need to, but she walked it back and messaged me and told me, "Hey, that wasn't me in your chat talking shit about Jasmine. That somebody hacked my phone and they made all those comments in y'all's chat." So from that point then, I was like, fuck you, you're a crazy because nobody's going to hack your fucking phone, come in our YouTube chats, and talk shit about Jasmine. You just was a flip flop, and then you flopped back, and then that was your way of walking it back. So that's why I called you fucking crazy last night. And the other thing is because I knew I would draw you out, and you would do exactly what I knew you would do, be the little mole that you are. So this thing says here, it says, there's been a lot of crying, obsessing, slander, defamation from Seeper. Let's clear this up. I have never said anything about Trump or the military. Those are lies. It says those lies don't need attention on YouTube. They'll be addressed properly through the Department of Defense and through the police who have already been handling my case. The misconduct, mishandling of this situation has been disgusting. When you take an oath, you should honor it. So there she goes right there again. The misconduct and mishandling of this situation has been disgusting. When you take an oath, you should honor it. So right there, you're talking shit about our military again, about a CID officer. After nearly 2 years of threats and harassment, not just from Seeper, but from Lena too, I had no choice but to contact the military and the police. I stand by the decision and I will continue to pursue accountability through the proper channels. The military case is currently closed, but it can and will be reopened with fresh evidence. Um, you're fucking retarded. You've all seen with your own eyes that I don't pursue these people. Well, we've all seen that you just constantly cannot fucking stop saying my name and talking shit in everybody's channels. You're posting all over MooTube and your Jasmine channel and your other channels. Said I never dragged this to public, never forced the community to choose sides, never used it for attention. You never choose sides, but then there's comments where you're saying that you're going to make sure that everybody gets what they got coming to them, like the whole community you're talking about. She said I reported abuse, harassment, and porn revenge. Actually, none of that never happened. You know, there's no abuse. If you're too thin-skinned that you can't handle being trolled and mean words hurt you, then get the fuck off the internet. There hasn't been no harassment. Like all of you want to go and scream, "Oh, it's harassment! It's harassment!" Get the fuck out of here. There's never been no porn revenge because none of your shit's been shown. That wasn't blurred out. So you can try all day that you want for fucking porn revenge, but your shit was blurred. And then she says, and even if I had made comments about Trump, which I didn't, which you're a fucking liar because I just showed it earlier in this. It said it would never justify the abuse and harassment I've been subjected to. So it's okay, though, that you go and for years you've been harassing everybody. If you want to call it harassment, you've been harassing everybody. I mean, how many videos did you do and make on Claire and Sly? And now you and Sly all of a sudden are just fucking best fucking friends. But you got a whole channel that's got nothing but her and Claire on it. Then she says, note the statement, then they call the military talking about Trump and land on a watch list is completely defamatory, not only in my name, but also in the military's. You have no evidence of this because I never said it. I'm not on any watch list and I've never done anything to warrant one. Do you realize how serious this accusation is? I realize how serious what you said because I personally talked to the CID officer for about 15 minutes. Um, she says, my life's an open book. My devices are available for verification of my activities. So obviously, I'm defaming her by telling her that she's likely on a government watch list for what she said. But it's okay though that you can go over there to Patty Cakes and to Johnny Gobble and to old crusty ass Gene, and you can spread all these lies, like the lies that you got down in here in your post of where I've sexually exploited kids. See, you started that. You did that with Patty, and Patty put all that shit out, and that's what got Patty in a situation. Sorry, I was reading comments. But yeah, so that's basically the logistics of that. I don't even want to. I don't really want to talk about uh, this thing anymore because what she did, she talks shit about Linda's kids, about the herpes stuff, and then she goes and once she starts getting a little her feelings hurt, then she goes and calls our military and tries to spread lies to our military, trying to get Linda fired. And Johnny Gobble, what's happening? That's going outside of YouTube. Like you did, Johnny. You keep saying that, oh, I didn't go outside of YouTube, but you called Wade's wife. You called her work phone. That was when COVID was going on, and that was her work phone. So you called her work phone. So you can say whatever you want to say. Nobody went outside of YouTube uh, before you did, and now you want to cry about it. But this is the people that y'all support. Is this little thing here calling our military and talking shit about Trump? All right, let me get this other thing pulled up because I'm gonna move on from this. And if anybody's got any questions for me, um, I'll answer them. Let me get where I can see my chat. Um, I'll answer them for you. Like I said, due to the sensitivity of it being military, I can't expose and say a lot of things of my conversation with the CID officer, but I wasn't the only one. There's somebody else in our community, which I'm not going to say who was actually brought into this investigation or was mentioned in this investigation as well. But I'm just going to tell you, Jasmine, you're fucking batshit crazy. I don't know what's happened to your brain, but you have lost your fucking mind. The best thing that you can do is do like Zara B did, is pack your shit up and go find you a community of those kind of people, those racist, anti-Trump, anti-military people that y'all are part of over there. Oh, let's see. Let me get this video where I can. I got it unlisted. Give me a second. Let me see how I can get it moved over. Um. Okay, Crystal says, was she trying to get Linda fired? Is that the reason for contacting the DOD? Yeah, she absolutely was trying to get her fired. And it was a bunch of lies. Like, she didn't bother to tell them about, hey, I told Linda that she gave her kids herpes, her infant kids herpes, and blah, blah, blah. It was just a whole bunch of lies. Um, just crazy stuff. Let me see. I'll pull this up and y'all can send me some questions while I gotta get this. I gotta link sent to me. Yeah, Linda says she didn't tell the investigator about all the other channels. Um, oh, hot lips. Are your lips hot? uh, and Paula, man, Paula, what is going on with you? Like, I heard you sitting there saying that I'm working with Bambi. You're always saying that. You're always saying you hear this and you hear that. See, that's what's wrong with a lot of this on YouTube. There's a lot of people they hear stuff, but I think they're just hearing it in their minds. Um, and you're not actually, and you just run with it and want to try to make it true. You know, if the shit's not true, don't speak on it. But I know people like to try to make things true for a view. Let me see if I can get this over. I don't know why I can't just pull it up from here. All right, hang on one second. Um, why the hell can't I play this video? Hell, I ain't been on here in so long. Share privately. I don't want to share privately. Oh, I will. This is what I do want to say to y'all. While I'm trying to get this thing pulled up, while everybody's in here. So I know a lot of people's been asking me. So the Digger Mole channels, um, they got taken down. Um, Johnny was obviously mad that his Fruity Booty friends was getting exposed, and when that first one went down, well, then the next one, the other one, there was nothing on there that was strikeable or reportable or anything. Um, there was a picture I put up that didn't have anything that could have been reported, and then I put a video up of Johnny. And then at 3 a.m. that morning, which I looked, and Johnny was up at 3 a.m., that channel got taken down. So what I ask of people is, Johnny's violating the circumvention policy. So if anybody wants to, feel free to let YouTube know how he's violating circumvention policy. And if you need his old channel name, because you're going to need that, it is at Johnny Dagburn Gobble. Gobble. Not Gobble, Gobble. That's his old channel that was terminated. And that's all you need. But yeah, that's why the Digger Moles are not up. Let me see. Hey, will anybody, if somebody can, will y'all drop Will y'all drop Mama Payday's Cash App in the chat? Justify, yeah, that's all you got to do with Johnny is go to his channel. You want to do a on his channel, and then circumvention violation, because he is violating circumvention. I'm working on it anyway. Um, so oh, Johnny's gonna get real motherfucking mad here in just a minute when I get this video pulled up. I'm just trying to see how I can get it. AD says, remember when Jasmine tried to get Linda fired from the military, which is fucking nearly impossible? Well, that's what I was talking about at the beginning of this, AD. She called a CID officer. You had to go back and check the first of it. She made a report with a CID officer, brought me up in the report, put me in the report, and tried to get Linda fired, and the investigation just got done with. But she talked shit about Trump, talked shit about the military. Okay, yeah, let me see. Come back here. I gotta see if I can pin that. Where'd that comment go? There we go. All right, yeah. So Mama Payday's Cash App's pinned up here. She's going through a rough time since she's lost her husband. Um, if anybody wants to donate, I'm sure she'd be more than grateful. Oh, I'm sure he is. He says he don't watch, but that dude is always watching. He watches everything, and we're gonna talk about him in just a minute because I got a good little video that I've put together. And I apologize to y'all for postponing this as many times as I did. I just had a lot of stuff going on and just couldn't get to it. If I can get this thing. This McDonald's Wi-Fi is not working too good. Composed. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so if everybody could, like I said, if anybody that wants to do that, yeah, just do that. And that's all you got to put is that he's violating the circumvention policy. All right, we're gonna get into this. Let me get this pulled up. Oh, while I want to say this too, or I'm gonna show this right here real quick too. So this is to you, Paula, because I know you said that I was working with Bambi, and I guess I'll go ahead and let me see. Man, have they changed StreamYard up or what? Or is it just I've not been on in so long? Yeah, so there you go, Paula. I know you said I was working with Bambi. This is the Bambi that I work with right here. There's your another picture. There's one more for you, Paula. And I actually did find a good picture for you, Paula, of the people that you work with. That's a good picture of who you work with. But yeah, if you don't know something for facts about me, don't speak on my name. You know, because in time there's going to come some shit out on you, Paula. You know, you act like you're holier now, and you ain't. A lot of people just been sitting back, just catching you in a whole bunch of lies. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this video. All right, I put this together so that let me do this. I put this together, and we're going to I'll talk over with it and go through some of the things and comment on it. But we'll get into this.
Bro, Millie, yeah, can't wait to hear it, bro. Bro, I'm proud of you anyways, Big Millie, bro.
So Johnny talks about B. Millie and how he's proud of him. And he's proud of him. And this guy's got aggravated assault, domestic assault, false imprisonment, possession of a handgun, tampering with evidence. Hang on 1 second. What's up, Hardcore? I didn't see you come in. Yeah, so this is who Johnny's proud of.
How you handle yourself with all that shit that was being said about you.
It's not what I stand.
The thing is, Johnny, you're sitting here trying to say that B. Millie proved that he was innocent. He never proved he was innocent. He just showed some messages. That's it. That shit don't prove anything. Anybody can fake messages.
I have seen some shit that has fucked my head up, that has fucked my heart up, and has given me nightmares every night.
That there would give me nightmares too.
First couple nights I couldn't even sleep, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. B. Millie, y'all, I stood up for him. I tried to understand, but the motherfucker tricked me. The motherfucker's a freak, yo, a fucking pervert, and he's been sending some people some nasty ass shit. I can't stand behind it.
I'd say he did trick you. I mean, if dude's out here wearing a bra and panties, then yeah, he definitely tricked you.
that I don't want nothing attached to, and one of them was a fucking minor.
Yeah, so B. Millie talks to minors, you know, and they're trying to say now that, he proved that it wasn't a minor that he was talking to. But he actually did talk to a minor.
It wasn't true. Now my wife's works in from. I don't care, bro. They ain't gonna do nothing down there.
And these clips are back from. I've just been catching up on some of these clips, and so this is, you know, when I posted Johnny's with her nursing board, the situation, because it's illegal to smoke weed and be a nurse and have a nurse's license, and it's illegal, Johnny. You know, you keep always talking about y'all got these medical cards. You got these medical cards. You don't have a medical card because number one, you can't get one, and you don't even have the stuff for it. Number one, your criminal record, and number two, you don't fall into the few categories of what the diagnoses are to get it. Plus, you show weed in a bag, and anything from a dispensary has to be labeled. And there's some other things too.
To say, well, you called Wade's wife's work. No, motherfucker, I didn't. Never did that. But you want to make an excuse for the nasty shit.
Again, I say this: you did call her work because when COVID came, she started working from home, and you called her work number.
Sure think you're doing.
Okay, folks, so we're going to play it again. Like I said, this is the message that Johnny left on my wife's voicemail. Now, I didn't know about it until a couple of weeks ago when I was talking to her about Martin's, and she goes, so I'm surprised you hadn't played Johnny's. And I'm like, John, you know what? Huh? Excuse me. Was going to play it last week, but the problems I had last week. So here y'all go.
Hello, Miss Melissa Dever. Just wanted to call you and let you know that your husband has been talking about y'all being inbred. I wanted you to elaborate on it a little bit. He also has been attacking women.
Now, Johnny, every time you talk about that you've called Wade's wife, you've never said this. You never said, oh, you accused him of being inbred and all this other shit.
Online. Didn't know if you knew that or not. But I think you ought to get on to your husband. He's doing some things that he shouldn't be doing. Just ain't right. Just ain't right. A man doesn't do this type of shit stuff to a woman that he's been doing. Don't you pay attention to what this man does? Like, I'm for real. Do you not pay attention to what this man does? This man's a sick individual. A sick individual. I mean, do you allow this shit? Do you allow this shit to go on in your home while he sits in a bedroom? You even said yourself that he has no time with you at all. He just sits there in a bedroom on YouTube all the time. This dude goes into everybody's lives and decides to attack for Ryan Up Church.
When you're not getting nowhere with it. Just being real. Like, that's crazy work right there. So, it just shows their true colors. Somebody lives in Paintsville, if they get a story from somebody, it's automatically true. Automatically true. I guess supposedly one time I was drug out of my house and beat up.
Johnny, you were drug out of your house. You snitched on Justin, and he drug you out of your house and whooped your fucking ass.
Not a time in my life has that ever happened.
Right here. This is me talking to him. Johnny got this guy in 2012. The one of many people that you've snitched on. And right here he says, I drug him out of his house and into the yard. Who told you to contact me? I said, holy shit, are you serious? I knew they were a piece of shit. Knew about them wearing worms on Matthew Meeks, but didn't know you too. He said, I ain't seen them or heard from them in 10 years. And he said, I know Matt Meeks too.
That's their problem. They want me to fucking jump up and down and scream and have anxiety, I guess they say. I don't know.
Well, Johnny, you're the one that said you got anxiety, that you was up that night with anxiety.
No, you're never going to get me to motherfucking have anxiety from fucking what a motherfucker I don't know is doing on the fucking internet. I don't give a fuck.
You sure about that, Johnny?
Bro, what is the best thing a person can do for anxiety?
Oh, Johnny, I thought you said you didn't get anxiety.
Saffron said third, nope, fourth. I have the worst, bro. I have the worst anxiety ever. Yeah, inside we made the list. Like, I can get anxiety, bro, and it'll throw me straight into a fucking depression sometimes. You know, it's fucking wild.
But just the last live you did, that other live, Johnny, that I just got you on, you don't get anxiety. But now you're depressed and anxiety. You know, let me tell you what you need to do. You need to get up off that funky couch and go get a job.
Anxiety sucks. I want to rock with you. Can't trust most of these dudes. You can't be, Millie. They want to holler, you can't trust me, bro.
Well, we
They act like they're outing me. Motherfuckers,
Out of myself.
all right, so y'all, I'm sure everybody's heard this before. Melinda says she outed herself, and Johnny says I outed myself. You both admitted to being fucking snitches and wearing wires. You know, it don't take very smart people to understand and to listen to your own words that you project and you tell on yourself.
motherfuckers,
Out of myself.
motherfuckers,
Out of myself.
I put myself out there like fuck. Like that's how ignorant these motherfuckers are, and they act like they've done something so big. Like, if I didn't want it out there that I wore a wire on a girl, I wouldn't have put it fucking out there. Hello.
People was paying people because y'all know the story. I worked for the law. I did. I don't care who knows it. I worked for the law, but people that I went in and busted for Johnson County Sheriff's Department or Unite, I worked with both of them.
Switch up with it, bitch up in and make a statement. That nigga's in jail, that nigga ain't.
Now, this right here is the actual paperwork on Melinda, where she wore a wire for $60 worth of dope.
Tell her I had no stitch temptations. Now you might be free, but you might get killed for giving.
And I just want to say this too. I'm not going to bash Upchurch. I have seen some of the stuff where he's been skinning it up with Dak Burn. And that's just a bad move. But, you know, that dude's a grown dude. He can do whatever he wants to do. But that's a terrible situation to get yourself into, is to pet that retard. And I mean, if you support stuff like this, you know, a woman beater, a rat, a racist snitch, I'm not part of it.
Put up information.
But anyways, the reason why I tell people is because I was so bad of an addict at the time that they paid me money. They give me $400 to $500 for each bust that I done. So why? That's easy money for an addict. Go in and wire wiring on somebody real quick, and there's $500 put in your hands.
It's a rap. Everybody gonna know you as a rat. Won't get no respect for the rest of your life. Nobody won't know you after that.
And I'm not positive that Upchurch ain't just trolling Johnny. I don't know. I feel like Patty's probably pushing Johnny down Upchurch's throat, and it is what it is. I mean, if you want to, like I put a post out before, if you want to destroy a brand, the easiest way to do it is to endorse a fucking rat like Johnny Gobble. Not only a rat, but a motherfucker that beats women.
You might get run, but you never could hide. How long you hoping that'll last? For they catch you slipping and give you something that you know you had to have. Please tell me you ain't about to take the sucker's advice. Your kids will grow up knowing that you just a sucker for life.
Out of myself.
I put myself out out there. Like,
Lacking morals and integrity, it come with a price. And if you folding, you should know that we ain't nothing alike. And if you leaving here tonight, you better cop a burner. Don't fuck around and be somebody, ain't nobody hurt her. Now here's your choice, be a man or be somebody murdered.
But Big Millie, have I not been true to you, bro? Have I not defended you? Have I not fucking been a real fucking true fucking supporter and friend to you?
Johnny, the only reason you've been true to him is because he's a fruity booty just like you.
Bro? That's why you see Tea Time Timmy was crying about it. I'm getting the blame for fucking for being the cause of that or being behind it. Like, dude, no, I wasn't. I had your information months before.
But so Johnny don't go off YouTube, but he had T's information months before. You know, we all seen that where he reached out and got his information and then passed his information. See, he does like Gene does. He gets information and then passes it off and lets other people do his dirty work for him. And that's what he did. He passed it off to Tennessee Accountability and let him do the dirty work. But Johnny don't go outside of YouTube.
Months before. The same person that gave you the text messages, he gave me your information months ago.
Creeker says Ryan only shouted him out because he slapped Triple T. He still don't like him. I mean, I feel like that's the situation too. Is that, you know, that he did that with T. You know, over the situation with T or whatever. But like coming in the comments and skinning him up and all this shit, like honestly, if you think that dude's a skin, a Creek Squad member or whatever, you need your brain checked, because this dude is the farthest thing from a fucking Creek Squad member or a country boy or anything. This motherfucker couldn't muck a stall if he had to.
Anyway,
fucking couldn't even saddle a horse. Motherfucker can't grow a garden. He lives in Section 8. Don't even got a fucking job. Don't even take care of his family. If this is the kind of motherfuckers that are Creek Squad, then they need another squad, because this right here is fucking the true thing. This is the true name of Crack Squad, is Johnny Gobble.
Back and deleted it. He had to paint that picture, you know. Had to paint that picture that, you know, I'm not involved in this shit. Patrick? You know? I'm mad because I'm out there riding a dirt bike. Them motherfuckers are city boys and I don't even know how to ride one.
Motherfucker, you cannot ride a fucking dirt bike for shit. That motherfucker about broke your motherfucking legs. He tried to say he did this shit on purpose. Well, number one, the bike was running out of gas. And if it wasn't running out of gas, it had some fucking problems. What's up, Stephanie? Good to see you. Then the bike ain't running right. But I think he was probably out of gas. But the other thing is the motherfucker needs a clutch after this. And riding a dirt bike don't make you country. I mean, every fucking little boy has rode a dirt bike in their life. We grow up riding them. I mean, look at this goofy motherfucker. Oh
my God, I'm dead.
Bottles this bitch and it throws him fucking off and he's fucking.
He's worse than a kid.
Look, right there, he threw his fucking leg off the side of the bike. There it is again. He threw his leg off the side of the bike. This is how I tell you that this motherfucker cannot ride a motorcycle. I've been riding motorcycles my whole life. Racing, stunt riding. A motherfucker that's trying to ride wheelies that does not cover the back brake. And that's what this dude's doing, is trying to ride wheelies, because he's seen the little kids out there riding wheelies. And I give it to the one little kid. He can actually ride a wheelie. But this fool right here has no clue how to ride a bike. Because without covering that back brake, you can't save that thing once it 12 o'clocks you.
Lord, I had to play in that one video and act like I was fucking with the clutch and shit and acting like I couldn't ride it.
Johnny, you wasn't playing. It's all a skit to you. You wasn't playing. You just can't fucking ride.
Oh yeah, for sure, B Millie. Yeah, hey, B Millie, you ain't gonna get on the internet and say it now. Hey, I'm gonna say that you beat on your wife, but hey, I beat the hell out of mine, bro. You know what I mean? That's what the dude's doing.
And Johnny, you talk about all this beating on your wife, but right here, assault, 4th degree. I know you try to say, Brittany got a charge too. Well, that's usually what happens in cases in domestic violences. They usually take both people. But we already know, we've already heard how you kick 2 women in the stomach.
B Millie said he wants to fight you in a redneck brawl, bro. B Millie said he'd fight you in a redneck brawl, bub.
B Millie ain't fighting nobody. The only thing that dude is fighting is a damn Victoria's Secrets model.
It'll get back to him. Hey, B Millie said he wants to fight you in a redneck brawl, bro. He's calling you out. A lot of us country folks come from poor and from broke. So
This is the thing, Johnny. You always talk about you come from poor and broke. There's a thing called change, and it's called get a fucking job. You wouldn't be poor and broke if you worked. If you didn't lay up like a fucking couch bum and like a couch stain on your fucking couch while your fucking wife goes to support your lazy ass. You know, that's like, I think the same thing of you as people that live in Section 8 in the hood, and they always talk about, well, I can't make it out of the hood. I can't make it out of the hood. You can make it out. You just have to want to make it out, and you don't want to make it out. You just want to lay up on a couch and fucking obsess over Ryan Upchurch.
I'm one of them people who don't worry about money, bro.
Yeah, you don't worry about money because you don't work. You know, and the obsession, this whole Upchurch obsession has gotten way worse. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I hear this skin shit, I already know what Johnny's thinking about. He's thinking about skin, all right. He's thinking about sucking the fucking skin off that cock. Start cutting his cock off and sticking his country boy butthole like he said he was going to.
Hey, if anybody knows of a good job working out of town, holler at me on Instagram. I'm trying to find a good job working out of town.
So he wants a good job working out of town. You got one car. How the fuck are you gonna work out of town?
I know one.
Here's a good place for you a job, Johnny. I posted it before, but you know the channel that you took down, that was on there. But this is a perfect job for you. And I went ahead and called and checked, and they're actually hiring.
You know what I mean? Hell, sit on the couch and let them bitch at you because you're sitting on the couch, bub. That's what I'd do. You know what I mean, B-Millie?
We don't give a fuck if you sit on the couch. You're the motherfucker that's going to stay broke the rest of your life living off the government.
Post some videos of you laying on the couch. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes. They're going to say that motherfucking I got herpes because I got bit by a skeeter or something, okay? I might get bit on my lip or something, and they'll say it's a herpes.
Today's topic.
Johnny, I have seen you and Melinda both have this outbreak on your lips many times. One time it's from shaving. One time it's from the dog scratching you. But bro, y'all have matching herpes.
Is herpes simplex, causes, symptoms, diagnosis, and treatment. Let's look at the virus and its effect in detail.
You can get it having sex with any gender. Don't matter if they're fat or if they're slender. You'll get so.
None of these pictures are edited. I didn't edit none of this stuff. This is Melinda when she's got her outbreak.
That ooze with pus. Forget about a blowjob on the bus. If you got herpes, you don't want
And here's Johnny with his outbreak.
to get herpes. Don't give herpes to
One of his outbreaks.
You don't want
No, actually, Layla scratched me on my lip. Jumped up on my face.
Now, he said that's from Layla scratching him on his lip. Bro, you got to come up with a better excuse than that.
And scratched me with her fucking her paw. Yeah, fucking idiot. That's a scab, but hey, that is not.
You can get herpes sucking on a tongue. You can get herpes fucking a bum. Herpes is totally outrageous.
I mean, how cute is this? The Gobbles having matching herpes.
Herpes, totally contagious. So if someone with the cold or
Johnny, what happened? Did Layla scratch Merle's lip too? See, you forgot to say that. I mean, you said she scratched your lip, which that's a sore on your lip that keeps coming back all the time. You remember they say that's the gift that keeps giving, and it keeps on giving to you. But what happened to Merle's? Did Layla scratch her lip too?
hello.
It's called like
You
eating
gotta
pussy.
tell them no.
No. Why would I get a scab on my lip for eating pussy?
You can't scratch. Telling you don't want to catch. Herpes.
Ryan fam.
I wonder, Johnny, was that maybe from Keyshawn? You know Keyshawn, remember the black guy that pounded Merle's butt cheeks for a perk 30? Did he have herpes? Or what was it that Josh Cole gave her that she brought home to you? Allegedly.
I heard that. We have been too, bro. Grinding getting this motherfucking debt paid off so we can get us a home, bro.
So Johnny says we're trying to get our debt paid off. No, Johnny, you ain't paying shit off because you don't work.
Including myself, who are struggling. And like I said, if it wasn't for amazing people that's
So Johnny says we're struggling trying to get it paid. Let me back this up just a little bit.
including myself, who are struggling. And like I said, if it wasn't for amazing people that's still out here in this world, my debt wouldn't have got paid off.
So Johnny, y'all are struggling to pay the debt off. But then you forgot that Merle says, see, you and Merle can't keep y'all's lives together. But then, now Merle's saying if it wasn't for some good person in this world, Patty, maybe allegedly is, I don't know, maybe she's back stealing. Who knows?
Them debts I paid yesterday would not have got paid off if an amazing soul on this earth hadn't helped.
So there she said, what happened, Johnny? You said you're struggling to pay them off, but then somebody else pays them off for you.
That's what we've been working on.
Don't sound like too much of a struggle
Get
to
my
me.
credit up.
A little bit of integrity, no integrity. Do you want some fucking integrity? Don't you wish everyone had some goddamn integrity?
Put you an application in at Sofa King. You will be the best employee they have.
That was me making a comment in her chat. And look, Johnny, even Merle knows that's funny.
We'll test out sofas.
Oh, Lord. I had to say it.
We'll test out sofas. Shit. As long as the money's right, we'll test them out.
Well, Johnny, you don't get paid now. You talking about the money's right. You don't even get paid now for being a bum on your couch.
Trolling isn't working. That's a fact.
Look who that is.
I know who it is.
Yeah, that's that fucking creep.
I know who it is.
Yeah, you like trying to fucking get women fired. It ain't got nothing to do with fucking anything, don't you, fucking Mr. Creep?
So, Johnny wants to say she don't have nothing to do with nothing. But we've all heard Melinda, Merle, get on here and flap them gums. But she don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Ain't gonna work, well, bro. Keep trying. Keep trying.
Well, I think the Kentucky Nursing Board, I think, might feel a little different. Because, maybe the place of her employment might not care, but that Kentucky Nursing Board cares that you're doing illicit drugs. And there it is right there. If anybody feels the urge to, if it has any complaints or grievances, that's all you got to do right there. There's the information. And the rest is coming up right there.
Weirdos, y'all. Fucking one of the biggest weirdos on YouTube.
There's quite a few, but he's one of the worst.
He's one of the worst. Just like Wade was. Wade was a piece of shit too.
Well, he's just like him.
Just like him, to a T. It's crazy when you keep files of Ryan Upchurch, every court case he ever went through.
Okay, so it's funny that you say this, Johnny. And you constantly still talk shit about Wade. So does your gumless whore wife right there. But you're saying it's crazy that he kept files of Ryan's stuff. Wasn't it just not long ago Patty was saying that she had all these files on me? So is that not weird? Or is this just selective weirdness?
Anybody that had any dealing with Ryan or had any bad blood with Ryan?
No. He was just keeping up with Upchurch's case just to see what was going on with it.
Oh, he kept files on them too.
No, Johnny. You're thinking about Patty. She's the one that said that she's got files on everybody.
Y'all are sick motherfuckers, bro.
Patty, the one that you're over in her comments dropping off 3 hearts. I mean, what does Merle think about that? You're dropping 3 red hearts over there when she shows her eyes. Like, dude, you're so infatuated, and I don't know who you're obsessed with more, Ryan or Patty.
Keep trying. Nobody's failing, motherfucker.
But you all.
But you live with your mom.
And it's so funny that you say this, but all my businesses, all my addresses, some of them's done been put out. Where my farm is Cannon County. Where I live is Rutherford County. Everything I have is Rutherford County. So I don't understand how you keep saying, oh, well, you live with your mom.
I love it. They won't talk about others. And most of them are like that.
But this is the thing, is Johnny sitting here talking about people living with his mom, and you got Merle's mom living with you. And what y'all are doing is you're trying to use Merle's income and Merle's mama's check. That's how y'all think y'all are going to get a new house, with both of their incomes.
Yeah, most of these motherfuckers ain't even got a job or nothing themselves and live with their mom, and while they're bitching and trying to ruin others' lives.
Well, I don't. You're my mom. Go sit your ass down. Keep your money. You're going to need cigarettes. Put it in your pocket. We're going to be living together, so just keep it in your pocket if I need.
See, there she goes. They're going to be living together. But yet he's on here talking about people living with their mom, making up these false allegations of people living with their mom. And you're living with her mom. And going to be if you can get a house. But I don't think you can get a house.
Anything, I know you got it. That's a real piece of work right there.
While you're out here putting people's works on the internet, he's the one of the reason why I got fired from my other job, my last job.
Mm-hmm.
No, Johnny. You got fired from your last job because you fucking recorded the mayor or recorded that guy or whatever, and you wasn't wearing PPE. You wasn't wearing your protective equipment, your PPE. You got yourself fired. And then you ran into a fucking pole or some shit, workman's comp and all that other shit. You get yourself fired.
He was behind.
I've never called none of your jobs. The only person I've ever called was the mayor on, I'm not going to say on behalf of Gotcha Man, but when you tried to file that bogus bullshit on and tried to file that warrant on fucking Gotcha Man, I called and spoke to the attorney, not the mayor, the attorney on that situation. And other than that, I hadn't called nobody until recently, like very recently, with the nursing board, and I'm gonna keep calling them.
Him and BBC Gotcha Boys. They all was behind it, putting out the address of where because the company I worked for was out of California. The people that own this place. And yes, I was maintenance man here at this.
Yeah, Johnny, we all knew you was maintenance man there. I mean, your dumbass showed pictures of the fucking apartments. And you constantly tried to lie and say that, oh, that's not where I work. That's not where I work. And we all knew better. But you're just a habitual fucking liar. And you got yourself fired from that job as well, because it was taking you fucking 2 weeks to paint an apartment. You were robbing the fucking company. You were buying shit off their cards, allegedly.
Place for 3 months until them motherfuckers got me fired. And I was making more.
And the thing is there was another, they hired another maintenance man there from that place because you wasn't worth a fuck.
Money than BBC Gotcha, bitch, and he got mad about it. He was mad because I was making more money than he was.
I don't believe that.
And yes, I was maintenance man here at this place for 3 months until them motherfuckers got me fired. And I was making more money than BBC Gotcha, bitch, and he got mad about it. He was mad because I was making more money than he was. $13,000 in 3 months. Yeah, they got mad.
I don't know if Johnny knows math very well, but that's only $50,000. What'd he say? How much he say? $13,000 in 3 months? Yeah, that's $49,000 a year. That's really not that much. I mean, I guess for Kentucky probably, but around here, you'd still be in poverty level at that.
I was making about fucking $4,000 a month. Every bit of it. And they was fucking upset about it.
What don't they?
I don't
They're
think
really upset when they watch this movie. That I fucking do.
Yeah, I mean, she takes care of people as it is. And let me tell you something. These people that think that they're going to get her fired or whatever.
Listen,
Like the
I've got
CEO of the company. This is a privately owned fucking place my wife works at. Okay, it's privately owned.
I'm highly respected.
And she's highly respected by every employee there.
Johnny, that don't matter. I don't care. You know, you said the same thing about your apartment, that you wasn't going to get evicted, and you are. And it don't matter if it's a private company. It's not the place of employment that she works that you got to worry about. It's the fucking nursing board. You cannot fucking do drugs and have a fucking nurse's license. And she's all up here on video doing drugs.
They know what the internet. They know. They watch me.
Yep.
Half the motherfuckers there watch me,
kids.
bro.
Oh, they definitely know. They definitely know now.
They're kids.
Their kids watch me. Just saying.
The people at Walmart we just ran across watches us.
Yeah.
Those are my coworkers.
Yeah, that's what they was joking about. He was joking about it. Like, where we got that lemonade from. She works with the lady that was doing the lemonade. I don't know about nothing about really respecting women and shit. Most of these motherfuckers got charges on them that fucking mistreating women and shit.
Hey, Miss Gail, hope you're feeling better.
You fucking faggot. Good God Almighty. Come in here with another.
Did I
Mm-hmm.
Did I skip forward
Or go be obsessed with your gangsta Gail over there, brother. And shit. Most of these motherfuckers got charges on them that fucking mistreating women and shit.
And Johnny talks about mistreating women, but here you are. You got a 4th-degree domestic violence charge.
Faggot. Good God Almighty. Come in here with another account. You're so obsessed with me and my wife, bro. You are. Go be obsessed with your gangsta Gail over there, brother. Go on.
Get on that kitty.
Get on that big ass kitty that's in between both her arms. You got, like, if you look at them, son, her titties are between her elbows. Don't suck on them titties, bud.
You sure they ain't up in her?
And Johnny's always talking about attacking women. But Johnny, that's what you do. That's what you just did.
Underarms? Hold them down.
Mm-hmm.
Make them on the plate and I'll take it for you.
Barney, you mad because somebody found out you live with your mommy, you little fuck?
Yeah, Johnny. You and the other people are just pretty fucking stupid. I guess this looks like me living with my mommy, don't it? See, you're too stupid. You're just too stupid. I've already told my stories a long time ago, and you're just a fucking idiot. But you can just run with that. If that's what you want to think, yeah, that's cool.
You mad about it?
Fuck stick.
You really, really mad about that, next Bob.
He's a fucking joke.
Ain't nobody fucking scared
He's a
of you, bro.
wannabe that ain't never.
I tell you what, if I ever come to Tennessee, I'm gonna let you know I'm there.
Woo,
I'm gonna
you
let you
gotta
know
say
I'm there.
me because I gotta see it.
I'm going.
All right, Johnny, first off, you will never come back to Tennessee, and you will never let me know that you're here. I promise you. But if you do, please, if you ever do, I done told you in this live right here, I said, what the fuck are you waiting on? I will fucking send you gas money. And you can bring that little toothless fucking whore over there too. Because I got a little friend that'll just fucking demolish her and just fucking take them dentures and just stomp them out on the fucking road. And you'll both end up fucking folded up like a fucking pretzel. So please bring your ass to fucking Tennessee. Don't wait. I'll send you gas money.
I'll let you know I'm there and I'm gonna video it every fucking goddamn bit.
Just like the last.
Yeah, I want you to video it. I want you to video it when you're in the fucking hospital too.
One.
Just like the last one. I promise you. I'll let you know next time I come down there. I'm making you one.
See, because what might happen to you is you might end up finding yourself in the fucking Cumberland River.
And let me tell you something. You can keep on saying that I called Wade's wife's work when I never did that. Never did I do that. I called a cell phone number.
Yep.
It was not her work. I called a cell phone number and talked to, and left a message,
Voicemail.
a voicemail telling her, why are you allowing?
See, and it's not only me that you have to worry about now, Johnny. You've talked so much shit about Deerdorf and Billy and all these other people that you can't even go to Ashland City. Like you're not safe anywhere around Ashland City. You're not safe anywhere around Davison County. Like the only way you'll come to Tennessee is if you're on that fucking interstate driving through. Or you do like last time and you sneak in and out before anybody knows.
Your husband to treat women like he is all I said. That's it. Is all I said. That's it. Fuck you. I'm
Let
gonna
the
fuck.
motherfucker live in hell. Why you gotta keep bringing him up? He's
Yeah,
already
let him
burning.
leave. Yeah, he's already burning shit.
Leave him be. Fuck. Let him rest in hell.
Yeah, you see this toothless whore right here talking about Wade? Please, Johnny. See, because I promise you that I don't know that I could prevent myself from completely taking the life from you. And your little toothless fucking whore over there, like I said before, and I know y'all, you said, oh, he said he was going to assault a woman when the shit happened up there in Paintsville. Well, she slapped, whoever it was she slapped, put her hands on, as I said, if that would have been me, I would have slapped her fucking teeth out of her mouth. And I stand by that. If that bitch would have put her hands on me, if I would have been there with T, and she'd have put her hands on me like she did to whoever it was, Reactions or T, I would have fucking knocked the gums plumb out of her fucking mouth. Them dentures wouldn't have never fit back in her mouth again. She'd have needed more than that cushion paste to hold them bitches in.
Continue to fucking talk about it. That piece of shit was nothing but a piece of shit. Bottom line, period.
Point blank.
You know, and I want you to fucking think about something. You're wondering why your mom's in the situation that she's in. And speaking of that, speaking of his mom, I don't know if y'all all seen this, but they rushed her mom to the hospital with really low blood pressure, septic, all that other, whatever it was. And instead of this motherfucker, while her mom is in the fucking emergency room, like on the verge of dying, this motherfucker goes and gets on the internet so he can talk about Upchurch. Like, dude, you are fucking one sick, obsessed fucking stalker. And I don't give a fuck if you and Ryan are friends. You're a fucking piece of shit, and that's all you'll ever be.
Period. You motherfuckers have actually said worse shit than I could ever say.
Fuckers have said about me, fuck y'all. Sit on it and rotate, bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
Only thing we've said about you, Murrow, is the truth. You give your fucking kids away for fucking dope. You did just like Bird did. You're a deadbeat ass mom, just like that motherfucker right there beside you's a deadbeat ass dad.
Exactly.
He's where he needs to be, right in fucking hell. That motherfucker's heart wasn't right.
Sure the fuck what?
Yeah, see, and we all hear that loud and clear. That's what you said. He's right where he needs to be, in hell. See, what you don't understand, what neither one of you fail to understand is Wade was a better human being than either of you two will ever be and ever could be in your life.
And that showed it wasn't right.
It showed many a times it wasn't right. When you always ones that were going outside of YouTube and then fucking bitching because I said something about
His
somebody's
last
dead.
days, to
Fuck
spend his
you.
last
Oh,
days.
he come in with another account.
But this is the thing, to spend his last days trying to tear somebody else down
Fucking
on
faggot.
his fucking deathbed, yeah, he's burning in hell.
Yeah, for sure.
And Johnny's always using that F word. But dude, you're the one that gets your butt cheeks clapped. You're the one that's got the blown out asshole. You're the one that come on YouTube talking about you got diddled.
No doubt. No, I don't want that.
No.
I do not want your money.
You all right? It's all
I
right.
don't care. I do. Well, I don't. You're my mom. Go sit your ass down. Keep your money. You're going to need cigarettes. Put it in your pocket.
You all right?
We're going to be living together, so just keep it in your pocket. If I need anything, I know you got it. If you need anything, you know I got it. Taking her damn money if I don't need it. She's crazy as hell.
Yeah, you're not going to take her money because you still need her to get you that powdery substance that's in that bag. Now, that's all of those clips. I'm going to get into this little bit of it right here because this was just not long ago, just a couple months ago. This is what Johnny had to say about Hosier.
That old man called you a bitch, so you gotta stand out there in the street and fucking fight with an old fucking man. That's a real fucking man right there. Dude, I tell you what. I want you to pull a trick like Ryan Upchurch did, because I know you won't stand with the police. I know you won't. But I know you won't stand in the street with me.
I know you won't stand in
like you did with that old fuck.
Bro, Hosier would mop your fucking ass. You cannot fight for shit, dude. I don't give a fuck if you slap T or whatever. I'm going to tell you right now, I analyzed both of those videos, or the two videos I seen. You never even made contact with fucking Mr. Reactions.
Tell you that.
And that fucking skip you did, motherfucker, your legs would be so fucked. You'd need fucking surgery, emergency fucking surgery, to fix the fucking ligaments and tendons in your fucking leg if you ever try that shit with me.
Anybody that supports that dude after that fucking bullshit, you're a fucking bum. You're a fucking bum. Bum piece of shit.
So Johnny says anybody that supports Hosier after Hosier fighting that dude is a fucking bum. Well, Johnny, you've been trying to suck the skin off of Hosier and fucking Ryan's dick for like the last fucking month. And you are a bum.
If you can watch that video and not get fucking irate and pissed at that motherfucker, because I got hepatitis C, that's why. And letting men fucking fuck me and shit. I got AIDS, bro. I got AIDS.
This is just some clips of some things Johnny said.
And I done dope for 15 years.
I mean, Johnny said he had AIDS and he got hep C from letting people fuck him in the ass. His words, not mine.
Look like you got cum running down the side.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's all over. I will suck your goddamn dick.
And then there again, Johnny saying he's gonna suck somebody's shit.
Oh, fucking no. Suck your goddamn dick.
Oh man, that's.
I got AIDS. Yeah, I should have named.
So there you have that. Now this is another little part right here that when I get a little bit more time, we're gonna go over this live. This is back when Johnny was when he did all his racist shit, when he was talking shit about Gotcha Man's wife and doing all the racist shit and putting the damn hoods on his head and all. And this is one of the videos that I found. You know, some of the stuff was lost when he lost his channel, but this is one here.
Named this Black Panther live stream.
And just listen to the words closely.
Go Black Panthers. I want y'all to go and I've done my good and due diligence today, and I have went and donated to the African children, Save the Children.
So he brought this up to make fun of these little black kids in Africa.
So yeah, done my due diligence. You got to these kids right here, man, with the big bellies and little legs and little arms. So yeah, I want to make sure I'm gonna start a GoFundMe, guys. Probably here probably in after I get off this live, we're gonna start a GoFundMe for.
And this is just another one of Johnny's GoFundMe scams. Like how many GoFundMe scams have you actually scammed people in the community out of money? You know, the microphones, you did the GoFundMes on them. Is any of those the lawyer fees to sue Upchurch and lawyer fees to sue Wade and all this shit that you've been talking about with all these GoFundMes? Now, granted, you didn't get very much because all your fans and subscribers over there, they're all a bunch of fucking crackhead junkies just like you. But have you ever thought about like giving them their money back? I'd say you probably haven't.
For all these African children with big bellies. You know, everybody's saying, you know, you're racist, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, you goddamn racist. I love how a plan comes together. And it's coming together very, very well. Very well. Very, 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 very well. Motherfucking black power. You know what I mean? Black motherfucking power. Fuck. Since y'all want to say I'm racist, I'm going to turn. Listen, from now on, I support all black people. Jada, this is the most racist thing you could have. Oh, you know what you do when people say you're racist? You double down. You double down on that motherfucking shit. You know what I mean? You got the goddamn double down. Ow. Black fire. Look, guys. Give me a black fist in the chat. Black fire. Black fire. Give me a black fist in the chat like this, guys. And make sure y'all go donate to all them African little babies that's got big bellies, all right?
Damn, I was muted. All right, so that's Johnny being racist as hell there. You know, knowing good and well he did not donate to no fucking funds of nothing, but wants to sit up there and make fun of the little black kids in Africa. You know, we all know you're a racist, Johnny. I mean, you use that. You and Merle both use that word all the time, and it's pretty disgusting. But I tell you what you do. Another thing, I got some of my good friends that I'm sure would like to see you speak like that when you come here to Tennessee too. All right, I'm going to show y'all one more thing, and then I'm going to jump off of here. Well, I'll go through chunk comments a little bit, and then I'm gonna jump off. But it's just going to go back to a little bit of the stuff at the beginning. Let me see if I can find it. You know, and I've seen a lot of people flip-flopping here lately. You know, with this whole Paula situation and Gene and all them situation, and it's kind of weird. But back to what I was saying at the beginning, you know, Jazzman was talking about, you know, what up, Josh? Talking shit about, you know, harassing people, blah, 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 doing all this, doing all that. Well, her and Sly are like besties. They're loving each other up and shit. But this is what's so weird to me. Is you do that, but you have a whole channel that you probably thought wasn't found. And it's a whole channel on all you, a lot of you just fucking harassing the fuck out of Sly. And then harassing up late at night on your time, whatever, harassing all of these Claire, you know, like doing all this shit you did to Claire. But like, my question is, if you're such good besties with Sly now, why do you got all this content up? Do you think that nobody was going to find this channel? Because, I mean, that's all that channel is Sly and Claire. And, you know, there's a couple other channels that it's just nothing but me and Ismic and, you know, but mostly me. And, I mean, you name that one right, because that's what you are, is a fucking locale. You're a locale rat that's on a fucking government watch list. I said that in the beginning I wasn't going to do any, I'm not going to bash Up Church. Like I said, he's a grown man. He can do whatever it is he wants to do. He can endorse Johnny Gobble. I want no part of that. If that's who you're endorsing, which like I said from day one, I'm not Creek Squad. I'm not you know, I'm a country gangster type dude in the middle of both roads. But I don't want no part of Creek Squad if that involves Johnny Gobble. If that's what Johnny Gobble is, I don't want to be associated with none of that, because I don't associate with racists. I don't associate with people that beat women, and I don't associate with people that are fucking rats. And I think the people that you hang out with, that you have associated yourself with here in our town, I don't think they would agree with endorsing a fucking rat like that either. But like I said, that's all on you. I will say this, you know, your mom can just come on here and talked a whole lot of shit. And a lot of it is Jasmine up in her ear, Tracy Outlaw up in her ear. But she's put out a lot of fucking defamatory, slanderous shit that she knows is 100% fucking lies that she cannot fucking prove. my word of advice to you is I would go get her some help because she's obviously got some fucking mental problems. And I might would cut her fucking internet off before she cost you a whole lot of money. Because I have her dead to rights. I have every bit of shit documented on her. I don't want to go that route. That's why I've been holding off on it, because I know that it's going to cost you money, and I don't want to go that route. But when she sits on here and slanders me about fucking child sexual exploitation and fucking home invading her house and all this other bullshit that she has no proof, there is no proof of, that is something wrong with her fucking brain. You know, and like I said, a lot of that is fucking Tracy and fucking Sly and Jasmine pumping her head full of that shit. But I'm just telling you, you need to get your mama under control. And another word of advice from somebody that's been successful in life. And I know Johnny's been trying to give you advice, and that's what everybody needs to do. We need to take advice from a guy that's lived in Section 8 and lived under a bridge his whole life. Miss Gail says, fuck that. She made her own bed and I make her sleep in it. Miss Gail, I have actually, everything's done. Like I went in, because I know I'm very thorough, and I went ahead and had all the forensic stuff done because I know that's what will come out in a discovery. Everything's waiting for me just to say, go ahead. And every time, you know, like I have a year to do it. And every time she says something else, then that year just restarts right over. So, you know, like I said before in my other life, I was hoping that she would get online and be like, hey, I fucking lied to y'all. You know, that was all lies, but I don't think she's going to do that. The other thing, this is my other thing, and where I'm going to say this is where I'm lost with Upchurch, is because I was around with all the whatnot. I was around with all the shit with the fucking sending the Johnny Gobble money and all this shit. I get friends fall out here and there, you know, like with him and the Deardor situation, so I'm not going to speak on that. But I'm telling you, with some of your family members, you had motherfuckers that would literally fucking take a bullet for you and that didn't want nothing for you. And you're kind of running them in the ground. But the biggest problem I have is you're trying to make me think, or not just necessarily me, but you're putting this out now that fucking Patty didn't steal from you. And that's where you've lost me at, because I've watched the court case. I've seen where she sent fucking Johnny $10,000 of your money. I know she was taking your money, buying pallets, giving pallets to fucking, of the Goodwill pallets, giving them to fucking Tamara, you know, selling all that shit on whatnot. Not only that, but where you really lost me at is to try to sit here and say that she's good. And I get it. That's your mama, bro. I'm not sitting here saying you know, like I knew at some point y'all would be back. I mean, it's your mom. Okay. But you can't fucking piss down my leg and tell me it's raining when I know for a fact the situation that went on with that house with Tamara. Tamara got that house as a like a lease to own type deal, and when it come time to own that house, then she had to fucking nut up and buy that house. Well, she couldn't do it, so she fucking went to Patty fucking crying that she was going to have to move out and the kids and blah blah blah. So Patty went and stole $500,000 of your money and bought that house and quick deeded it over to fucking Tamara. Now that's where I'm lost at, is because now you're coming on here and you're telling me, well, no, Patty didn't do it. It was somebody else. I guess you're insinuating it was either B. Luce or Billy or Skylar or somebody. But those people didn't send Johnny Gobble the money, them thousands of dollars. It was none of them that did that. It was none of them that bought that house. And I don't know about all the other houses, if you were agreeing with it or not. But I'm just telling you, that when you put this kind of stuff out, that you are losing credibility, because we all have seen what has been going on. And now you can't come back here and say she didn't do this. Because number one, Cynthia would not have took your case and pushed that shit through court if she did not have proof that fucking Patty was fucking guilty, or that she could prove that Patty was guilty. So I get it. That's your mom. Like I said, that's your mom. But don't get out here and try to blow smoke up, most especially my ass, because it's not going to work. And from somebody that's been successful, this is my bit of advice to you moving forward. Like, you're super fucking talented. Super. I've always said that. I've grown up with all the CWB. Before you were even a thing, I've hung out with all those people. When Haystack wasn't a thing, when we were going around on road tours and fucking he was doing teen clubs. I've been around the fucking country music rap shit in Nashville since it's been created. But I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. Like I said, I've always give you props. You're very talented. You're a great musician. I love your whole music. But this is what you need to do from a business standpoint. You need to hire a company, a very well credible company, to do your accounting, to handle your money for you. Don't let your family handle your money. You need a company that you can hold responsible, that your shit is insured with, that every one of your dollars, you know where it's going. They know where it's going, and it has to be accounted for. You know, you've been doing this with people, and I'm not saying they're good, bad, whoever, whatever, like Be Loose, whatever, I don't know. But you need company. You need very well, and that don't mean that you got to go like mainstream, whatever, all that shit. But you need professional companies to handle your businesses for you. And then another thing is, I feel like you need to, which I know you probably don't care about money, whatever. There's at some point in your life, you know, when you get older, it's going to be something to think about. But you need to let your money work for you. I don't know what you're invested in. If you're not invested in it, I don't think you are, as far as like businesses or stuff like that. But from a businessman, a smart move would be like I said, let your money work for you in some businesses. That way you have long money, because nothing's ever promised in the music world. I mean, 10 years from now, the whole genre might be flipped upside down and nobody might not listen to that kind of music anymore. You know, so you need different sources of money. But the main thing is you need to have some professional companies, not Patty, that are handling your money and paying your taxes. You know, and that's another thing, you know, was I heard you say that you was on her for all that time to pay your taxes, and she didn't pay your taxes. You know, so I'm just saying, get you a business advisor, get you a good accountant, and your business will be fine. Miss Gill says Robert isn't a thief, Billy isn't a thief. Be Loose saved him from all the damage that Patty did. So all I see is Patty fucking him over. The others held him up and supported him. And from me looking in, that's the way I see it. I know Billy's ride or fucking die. I mean, he was ride or die for you. You know, like, that dude's just genuine. And that's why I tell everybody, I'm Team Gail, I'm Team Skylar, I'm Team Billy. Because those are some genuine fucking people. Not just on this YouTube, off of YouTube. Those are some genuine, down to fucking earth people that don't want anything but you to be good, you know. And you don't have to listen to me. Hey, you can go over and take advice from Johnny Gobble, you know, the one that lives in Section 8 and beats women up and snitches on people. I mean, he's had a really good life at fucking wearing wires and getting people, you know, busted and shit. But my advice would be get some professional people to handle your business stuff, and get it out of the hands of the likes of people like your mom. Because there's one thing, just because she's your mom, and I'm a firm believer of this, is once somebody steals from you, like that, the next time they just get a little smarter and figure out a better way to do it so they don't get caught the next time. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying be careful. You know, and like I said, I'm not bashing you. You know, I can't rock with the Gobble stuff, you know, respectfully. I don't support that kind of shit. I don't stand on that kind of business. And at the end of the day, I honestly don't think you do either. I don't think you rock with people that are snitches. I don't think you rock with people that beat women. So that's why I said I think this might all be a troll. Or it's either just Patty forcing Johnny down Ryan's throat, which is weird. I don't even understand I still to this day don't understand the connection between Patty and Johnny, because this man talks shit about your unborn grandbaby. Patty, listen up. This man talks shit about your unborn grandbaby, and even talks shit after that. You know, talk shit saying that it's not even Ryan's baby. All the other shit about the other baby. You know, like, how could you befriend somebody like that? Not necessarily, not just to say, I mean, all the shit he said about having sex with your son in a hotel and sticking his thing up his butt and, you know, sexually harassing you. You know, that's the one who's, you know, you accuse me of it, but that's the one who actually sexually harassed you. Tried to extort y'all for $250,000. It just blows my mind how that you can even be friends with a piece of shit like Johnny Gobble. Maybe one day you'll come out and just clear the air of what it is that your attraction and brings y'all together. You know, and just like Chris, I just read the comment, you can't forgive and forget stuff like that. That's the thing. Another thing, Ryan, is, like I said, I know that's your mom, and I get it. But you can't expect us that have watched this whole story go on, and all of us have defended you. You can't expect us to forget that stuff. You can, that's your mom. But we can't forget it. Most especially the stuff with Johnny. You know, I mean, that's some foul shit. Like, I promise you, if my mom did that shit to me, I would never talk to her again until she cut that motherfucker off. You're not gonna, and I wouldn't do that to my child. I wouldn't befriend my child's stalker for fucking years. I mean, this dude has done nothing but wish down on your fucking son for the past 3 years. And now for the last month, he got a shout out for Ryan. And now he's fucking, he's like the face of fucking Creek Squad now. No, thank you. But that's all I'm going to talk on that subject. You know, like I said, I feel like it might be a troll, you know, at the end of the day. If it's not, hey, it is what it is. I mean, me not rocking with it, you know, it ain't going to hurt you none. I think there's a lot of people that feel the same as I do. You know, that just don't rock with that kind of behavior as Johnny Gobble has done. And we've all been here for you. You know, we've all defended you. We've all stuck by you. Just because I wasn't Creek Squad or not Creek Squad, I've defended, you know, the right things with you against Johnny, against your mom, against everybody. You know, and I'm just not going to forget it. All right, anybody else got any questions? I'm done. I'm going to jump my butt off of here. And at the end of the day, Ryan, bro, I wish the best for you. I mean, like I said, you make some kick-ass music. You know, congrats on your new house. But think about it. You know, take some good advice, some good, solid business advice. I've owned many, 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 many businesses in this town. Successful businesses. Let somebody handle that shit for you, bro. I promise you, you will thank me down the road. It takes all the headaches away from you. You don't have to have those headaches. You have somebody that is representing your dollars. What's up, Uncle Will? All right. Well, I guess it if nobody else is if y'all don't have no questions, then I'm gonna jump off here. Man, I really appreciate everybody coming in. I would like to try to start going back live some more than I have been. I've just been really busy. I've had a lot of shit going on. Been really busy. Um, man, I respect the shit out of all of y'all, and let's see. Don't forget, I got the link pinned for Miss Mama Payday's Cash App. If anybody's got anything to donate, if it's $1, $5, whatever. It's hard losing a husband, I'm sure. And everybody, keep Miss Gail in your prayers. She just went through that surgery. She's gonna have some recovery time. Um, I appreciate that. Check us out. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not on here for what people might say. I'm not on here to harass people, and I troll people, and I call people out on bullshit. If you can't handle that, then maybe go play like go do something else, because this is a troll community. And I'm gonna say one more thing. I found this really ironic. I don't want to jump back into it. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're attacking Patty. You're attacking." No, I've never attacked Patty. I've just called her out on the shit. But I found this ironic. She went on for weeks and weeks saying I'm a sexual predator, child exploitation, all this shit, all of this fucking sick shit, child pornography. Her and Johnny cooked that up because of my name, Seeper, and all this shit. But then, the minute she gets called out by Deerdorf, then it's, oh no, this is these are serious allegations. This sexual allegations are serious stuff. Well, this is my thing to you, Patty. Do you not think that it's serious, the shit that you've spoke on my name? All the shit you've accused me of that good and damn well is a bold-faced fucking lie? Think about that. All right. Is anybody going live? If you can drop your plug in. Check us out. Says she's going around threatening to sue everyone. Yeah, I seen that too. And the thing is, I mean, she can't, because this is the thing is, you can't sue somebody for defamation if it's true. And from what I seen, Deerdorf said that that it's fucking true, and I don't think that he would put himself in a situation to say something that wasn't true, and knowing that he could be fucking hemmed up. Plus, I'm gonna say this one last thing too. You can always read somebody's body language and the way they talk. A liar, if somebody's lying, they will not speak fluent and fluid. And my opinion is the things that fucking Deerdorf was saying. He spoke very fluid. Like, if a motherfucker lies, their brain is constantly sitting there spinning, trying to make up those lies. The truth comes out easy, but when you lie, it don't. You have to sit there and constantly make that shit up. And I just didn't see that with fucking Deerdorf. He just, everything he said was fluid and it came out. And like I said, I don't think he would set himself up to be sued. So that's my take on that. All right, well, I'm gonna jump off of here. I really appreciate everybody being in here. Ms. Gail said, I'll just say this: Deerdorf isn't going to put out anything out there without proof. Yeah, and that's the other thing. The other thing is real slippery slope, because some of the things that Deerdorf did say about the like the younger people and stuff, is that really could get you in some serious shit, Patty, because when you're going around saying you're going to sue people and all this stuff, well, you're opening up a big can of worms. Because that shit can come bite you in the butt. You know, because that statute of limitations ain't out here in this state. All right. Good night to everybody. Good night, Uncle Will. I'm going to try to get by yours and stop some more too over there. But I appreciate y'all all for coming. Much love to everybody. I'll see y'all next time. I'll try to go live again maybe this week.